Let's talk about your insurance and let's talk about the importance of disability cover. And to explain all of that, we have Naval Goel, founder and CEO, PolicyX.com. Naval, good evening. Welcome to the show. Tell us something about what exactly do we mean by a disability cover?
Good evening, Kavita. As the name suggests, disability cover is to basically ensure that your income is, continued when somebody meets with an accident and, he loses his ability to work. Usually a term plan has a rider in the form of disability cover. So the term insurance is usually for people if they die, their family members get the benefit and to basically run the show. Disability insurance is usually when people are not, people who have lost their ability to work.
How important it is for one to have this kind of cover, and when should one actually take it?
See, usually people buy it along with the term insurance because it comes as a rider. So a lot of people don't opt for it because people think that if there is an accident cover, it might help them recover from the illness and they might go back to work. So disability rider is basically to ensure that if you lose your ability to work in due to accident, your family keeps getting the income from the term insurance cover that they have bought. So most of the times, today's generation, they feel that they are working on a computer and they are not doing any physical work. So a lot of people think that it is not really required. But if you really meet with an accident, there are chances that you might lose the ability to work. So I think most people who are buying a term insurance plan should consider this kind of a cover.
Comes in the form of a rider, Naval, and we are not talking about buying the entire policy in terms of a comprehensive coverage that is not needed.
Disability cover is usually a part of a term insurance as a rider. It is not a separate policy.
Okay. So what kind of policies are we talking about right now? What are the features? What's the minimum to maximum premium price range that we are talking about here?
See, usually when you're buying, let's say, a 1 crore cover in term insurance, so as a rider, you can add disability cover of, let's say, 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs. And sum assured is paid to your family if there is a disability. And the premium gets added because you are adding a rider. So that increment in premium is very small. If you are buying, let's say, a 25,000 rupees per annum term plan, maybe the rider will add another 3-4 thousand rupees to your premium, and you might get an additional sum assured for disability part.
Okay, tell us something about now. If you're buying it as a part of a rider for your term insurance, how does the claim process really works?
As you know, if you buy a term insurance plan, you have to your nominees need to apply for a claim, and usually the claim process nowadays is very simple. That if the death happens, the family gets the sum assured. Once it is proven that the death is covered in the term plan. Similarly, if there is an accident, the insurance company needs to be informed about the accident, and once it is proved that you are unable to work or you are unable to go to work because of that accident, and it is not because of the pre-existing illnesses that you had, or it is not because of a usual thing, like let's say somebody's mind stops working, due to XYZ reason. So that is not covered usually. What is covered is if there is something that happens due to an accident, let's say a person loses both legs or both hands or something like that, then the insurance company pays the rider amount to the family as a annual income or a monthly income,
Okay, so
or as a
now
lump sum payment. Yeah.
Sure. So now what happens is, now to buy a disability cover, you have to take it as a rider for your term insurance plan. So we obviously need to first look for a perfect term insurance plan. But within that, do we have an option to select what company's disability rider plan we can select? Do we have that option, or it's just a tied up or a bundled up deal that you get? If this is the term insurance from this particular company, you need to buy the same company's disability cover as well. So we are not really given options, are we?
So usually when you are buying a term insurance plan along with the disability cover, so you try to evaluate a bundled product. So basically, there is a flexibility to choose a sum assured. There is a flexibility to choose which company you buy from, but you can't take two separate policies from two different companies. So if you are buying a term insurance from XYZ company, you need to bundle it with that same company because it's a part of that same policy.
All right, so I guess that will be all. If at all you're looking for a disability cover or confused about whether you should be opting for one or not, Naval has laid out all the ground rules for that. Thank you so much for being on the show.